Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 12th of April 2019. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Arthurian Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what these characters from legend have to say about Friday the 12th of April and what energy you're going to be working with. The Sword Hallow, that's the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Spears. So this is an Ace card, and that's a gift from the universe. And the gift is swords, the element of air and thinking and ideas, which has been with you very much this week already. I think yesterday we had was it the Princess of Swords or the day before? Your way of thinking is quite harsh. It's quite sharp. You know what you want. You know what's right and what's wrong in your opinion. So if someone doesn't say thank you once you give them something, you may find that rude and you may judge them and say, wow, they have no manners. Or if you're working with someone and you're sending an email and that person doesn't respond and it's just a very quick thing that you need for that person so that you can close it off and move on to the next thing, but they don't bother and they don't have the courtesy to do that, then again, that's something that could really bother you and that could make you feel a little bit annoyed towards that person, and you may want to go your separate ways and cut the connection. So there's a lot of that cutting going on. I don't like this, I don't like that, I really don't like this. On the other hand, your ideas and the things that you're coming up with are really great. So there's really a wonderful potential for you to be inspired, to have really wonderful ideas by yourself. There's one sword here. There are not many swords. There's just one, and it's surrounded by this golden light of the universe and this purple light, which is your intuition. And we've got this pathway leading towards light at the end of the tunnel. So this is divinely given to you. You're inspired. If you want to draw a painting or write a book, you need to be motivated and inspired to write about something. The content needs to come to you in some way. So the way you cannot go wrong today is by connecting with the higher realms, and just imagine yourself being showered by golden purple light. Just sit there, and if you can visualize, just try and do that. Try and replicate this card in your mind's eye and see the path before you and a light at the end of the tunnel, and you being handed this sword by a disembodied force. And just see yourself bathed in the light and the intuitive light, and that takes the pressure off you to come up with something amazing from within. And when you see yourself taking the sword and holding it, an idea will come in externally and you will feel inspired. And there are many different people watching this. So some of you will be inspired to communicate or to write something or to really speak your mind and your truth and to separate and cut a relationship off because the dysfunction has been going on for years and you're not tolerating it anymore. Or any way you can be creative, really. Any way you can invent something. You can have a scientific breakthrough. Or you can invent something amazing. So that is something that is a gift you're receiving today. So really make the most of that and be careful around other people. If you don't want to get into conflict, that you give them the benefit of the doubt, and today you get over yourself a little bit and just say, okay, they didn't say thank you. It's not the end of the world. Just calm down. The Eight of Cups, we've got this temple here, and this Celtic kind of goddess or god, and the cup has spilled. The candles are still there, so this is a recent abandonment. So someone was praying to a pagan goddess, and that used to make them happy, and it felt very natural for a long time. But they've left that goddess behind now for other things. In the story of Camelot, it was very much intertwined with the old gods versus the new, as in Christianity coming in. So this is someone leaving the old ways for Christianity, thinking the grass is greener, thinking that is the new religion, the true path that I need to follow. And it's interesting that we've got a cup of wine being spilled, because turning water into wine is something that's very much associated with Jesus, isn't it? So this card represents a loss of faith. The Five of Spears represents conflict, trivial conflict, and we've had that pop up a lot lately. It's conflict between you and other people, and it's not serious. It's a natural way of being steadfast and rock solid and not budging in your view of things. And it kind of looks like a different version of this sword. You have a certain way of seeing the world. You're defensive about that. And if people don't fall into line or don't do things the way you see it ought to be done, then you get annoyed. Then you may cause conflict, or people may irritate you. Someone may be testing their boundaries or pushing you or challenging you to see how far they can push you. And you're very likely to push back and to snap if you're in that kind of situation. So if someone's on your case trying to really see how much they can get out of you, you can be very direct today and say, I don't think this is a good idea. If you want to stay happy, and if you want to go home today with a feeling of security and not having been threatened, then I would suggest that you back off a little bit, because you're pushing me to my breaking point. Warning people, fair warning, you're pushing. I'm telling you that I'm going to reach a breaking point and we're both going to have a problem. It's not just me, and currently you're getting on my nerves. Very clear. So from the way I'm talking, you can hear that the energy isn't particularly positive. We've got a lot of joy here and a lot of natural energy, and a lot of joy and intuitive energy, and more joy there. There is joy in the day. It's inherent in the day, but it's inherent in you connecting with your higher realm and not connecting with other people who think and say they've got a better way of doing things. It's about being steadfast in your own opinion, not always believing that the grass is greener on the other side, and really looking within for wonderful ideas. If other people are pushing you and saying, things are better over here, come this way, and you're actually just fine, just leave me alone. I'm fine with the way I am in nature. I love where I live. I'm happy. I'm okay to worship at this altar. I've always done it. This is the doorway I go through, and this has really supported me in my life. I don't need a new way of believing. I don't need to be saved. And I will find my way forward in my own way, in my own gentle, happy, loving way. And by looking within and realizing that I have ideas about how I would like to progress and how I would like to move forward. So today, please keep your own counsel. If you are feeling a little bit irate or people are starting to grate, give them fair warning. Other people aren't mind readers. If they're getting on your nerves, they will not know that. And you have to warn them and say, listen, I know you mean well, or I understand what you're saying about this new religion. I am not, right now, is not the best time to talk to me about this. I don't want to discuss this right now. Please respect my wishes. And if they don't, then you can launch into them and have an argument. Or the problem is that you will want to pick an argument because you've got the Ace of Swords on your side and you'll win the argument. So try and stay away from all of that. And instead of using this for the negative purpose of winning an argument, I mean, what's really the point of winning an argument? You're never going to change anyone's opinion, really. And it's just a temporary ego boost. What you can really do is look within and get on your life purpose and see what the universe has in store for you and the magical, wonderful ideas that are being delivered to you, and use the energy that way to navigate your own life and to use this sword as a compass leading to your success instead of messing around with all of this stuff and being distracted by other people. Ace card is 1, then we've got 8, that's 9, and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is about freedom. So your own thoughts will lead you to freedom, not by exchanging what you've got for something bigger and better. That's the big red flag today. If something appears and it says, wow, if you buy this product, everything's going to be wonderful. Or if you start believing in this, you will manifest wealth and abundance. Or if you change your appearance by doing this, everything is going to be glorious. That's the red flag. That's what you need to stay away from and keep your own counsel. Have a wonderful day. Have an inspired, inspirational, inventive day for yourself. See what you can come up with. It might be something really, a masterpiece. Have a great time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology chart really tells me everything you could ever want to know about yourself. Work, life purpose, love, relationships, money, career, health, anything at all. So if you're interested, then please visit the website, gregoryscott.com, to audio reading. Have a fantastic Friday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.